it comes dead for shop. It is Ghana's boldest step yet to reclaim our environment, reform artisanal mining, and restore hope to our communities. And now, if you recall, my first directive was that we put a hold on community mining schemes. Our findings revealed clearly that the reason we had all those challenges was that it was just community in name, but the real ownership were people who were powerful, well connected politically. And so we decided to create a new structure, learning lessons from the past and making sure that we can resolve to have a structure that truly empowers the community.
CTV and you may know see a Cassiabo and now one share no Kaisa Cassiabo is to me live. On Facebook and also at my CTVG follower na while like a Facebook pia share so ama ubina wano so enye behento asem no so na yenko enimo ewo enselfo fro emu na leap program anase jumede ba ban no atie ya wode eboa emobrofo ene wona woni bie ewo wo man no emu na gender ministry anase minister Dr. Agnes Namomulati eboa mane ese wo pese say no leap programs ahodo a wo maye nyina no wo mo ebeche sika no mane kwasa na se wode ba mani ena ebeche sika ne sei no wo mo akopie mu ewo clote kwali empeso na so wono mo ekohwe kwan a obefa so na wonam ba mani eso eda chesika no ede ama wo mo a wo sheli program no asie wenam so ama mra shebedwani ema clote kwali empeso na so wono mo nyan for doctor Ajman Rollins and Senator Ajman Rollins what they are two jana so what they are two one more when you lip sika mu fa so one more womunya ente ya mane se beye na omonso ensa ebeka omodie.
This is an honor to join you today as we undertake this crucial monitoring visit to assess the implementation of the mobile money payment pilot under the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty program. As many of you know, the LEAP program remains one of government of Ghana's most impactful social protection interventions, offering bi-monthly cash support to extreme poor households in our country. Since its inception, the program has continued to evolve, improving both the scope of its coverage and efficiency of its delivery. The introduction of mobile money payments under the LEAP is a bold and transformative step. We are not only modernizing payment mechanisms, but also increasing accessibility, reliability, and convenience for our beneficiaries, many of whom reside in hard-to-reach communities. This pilot phase, currently taking place in 50 districts nationwide, seeks to test operational systems, identify challenges, and incorporate feedback toward a possible national rollout. This transition aligns with our broader commitment to building a digital, inclusive, and transparent social protection delivery system. Mobile money, as a widely adopted tool for financial inclusion in Ghana, enables us to reach our people directly and securely. More importantly, today's visit is also situated within a much broader reform agenda.
I did mention to those seated that we are very much aware that this has been an issue over the years. The fact that the LEAP payments have not been sufficient to some of the most vulnerable, as well as the fact that quite a few people were not captured in the data, therefore were not onboarded onto the program. And so this is a very good initiative, and also just reminded those seated here who are already on the database to mention it to others in their communities who they know probably fit the criteria but may not be aware that they can actually be onboarded, because if you're not on board, if you're not part of the data, you cannot be a beneficiary. And unfortunately sometimes there's a mismatch between the information available and the awareness. So it was really asking them to use the fact that they are beneficiaries to actually spread awareness about the fact that there is an ongoing expansion program, and we will give them more information. But also to highlight the fact that for those who are not getting the money directly, they should make sure that the money that they are getting is the amount that is being sent. And if there are issues, there's a district officer. My office is also available to actually let their concerns be known so that we can address them, because there have been occasions where people receive money on behalf of the vulnerable and elderly, and the payments do not reach the beneficiaries. And so it was just creating that awareness that they should not feel as if they don't have a voice and they don't have a means to have their complaints heard. And just to reassure them that this initiative by the President Mahama and by the minister is one that is meant to actually fill the gaps in terms of their care. They serve this country well, and at this age, it's our turn to take care of them.
CTV enyume no nsia kasebo na won share no kasebo no yestumi live on Facebook and so at my CTVGH follow like na Facebook pian share no so ema obi na wono so enye bi enhwema nyina we so na entwa ehun ye dikan ye basisia.
It's another day to stay on point. Toast is Friday, it's still on point. Watch is Friday all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Watch is Friday, it's still on point. For your bread,
it's creamy.
For your toast, it's still on point. It's yummy, delicious. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. For your toast, it's still on point. It's still on point. Fortune spread, it's yummy, delicious. It's still on point.
Fortune spread, delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved. Just like how water refreshes you on a hot sunny day, it takes a refreshing bath with Alive soap to feel its pleasant fragrances.
The soap I want and need at the end of every day,
Leaving you with soft, smooth and fresh looking skin.
you make me feel alive, you really brighten my day, my day.
Available in lemon, coconut, rose and aloe vera fragrance. Alive soap. Feel fresh, feel alive.
Introducing the new Jamal washing powder with multi-enzymes that helps remove stubborn stains.
It has a nice fragrance. Not harsh on my hands. Foams easily. And removes stains well.
Oh, I still to be.
Ma, you brought 5 big sachets of new Jamal washing powder.
Yes, ma'am.
It really removes stains. It has a nice fragrance.
Yes, ma'am.
Then add 30 sacks of Jamal washing powder to your engagement list.
Yes, ma'am.
New Jamal washing powder for cleaner, fresher wash. Your partner for clean clothes. This advert is FDA approved.
ase sɛ watwɛn ama yɛato nkra anasɛ yɛagye nkratoɔ aba ma yɛnto akaseɛ bɔ no so na yɛnkɔ anim na governor Emma Bank of Ghana ɛbɔ amanneɛ sɛ na nsɛ ntɛm no yɛadeɛ sɛ inflation rate no ɛso ate ɛde aba fam bɔnam soɔ ama ɛyɛ central bank wɔn nso policy rate no ɛno nso ɛba fam kaseɛ no ɛde emu nkyerɛmu ɛso mu.
You go for the balance of the risks, and therefore you go in a cautious way. When the next couple of readings come out and it's clear that we don't have to worry much about the upside risks, then you cut again, and that is what it goes. But certainly we expect that by the end of the year, the rate will be quite low. To know that banks will now be going after businesses, offering them loans, and not just loans, but low interest loans. And I've said it before that in this country, it is possible to lend to people at less than 10%. It is possible. It can happen. All we need to do is to prepare for that regime shift as a country, as an industry, and embrace it when it comes. Then the next issue which also came up was the fallout from the appreciation of the cedi. Remember, the cedi, as we mentioned, has appreciated as at the end of June by over 40-something%, right, year to date. Now, when that happens, it's good for some people, it's bad for some other people.
Yantwa ensem no so na yenko enimo na driver and vehicle licensing authority ya etwa ne tiawa efre wo mo DVLA wo mo tresa wade djuma dia na ansa de foforo bi aba ye no eye lorry terminal project ya wo chasa we no bebo a hyenka fopa ama mo djuma dia hodo a wodi no etumi akwa enimo na wan krampumpu ni mantem ha ya na djuma de course wo CEO Hema DVLA wura Julius ni kwekoti wode nsem sei eto nsem twefo anim.
Asketin ebe special driving school amobe na enunu usha you just don't go to any driving school and learn how to drive these people trust. You need special skills to be manage road no enti omo school no so ewo yaye we community engagement. Nipano Omoko rounds. They educate you guys from our do's and don'ts, what we are responsible for. We don't go beyond our responsibilities as an institution, as an authority. The effort say mra ema ekwan say yeno na dido yaide na yaya mama. Eti ombe rounds, ombe educate mo. Bebi uso wa na ema wajuma yeno na wapesa omo na omo responde amawo. They say alas, my friend obi frame me General 225. Me tell say why General 225? Now nyamani na obe charge 225, obe charge 225, charge 225. Many concerned drivers, yaksrase. Na amumba ya drew baby say some of the nyamano ebeshe they are yi efremo, but emo enye na ye mrano parliament mra. Enti tomo yeria best outro akọ parliament tomo share amendment fu emaye enti yatie mu cry we've listened to your cry and we'll work towards that, but for the meantime no uma nipa no omu mo drivers no omu ye de ese epata na the streets will be safer for you and I.
So he visualized this concept and came out with the idea that let me bring the services of the authority to the drivers. So probably whilst your mate is loading the vehicle, the van is right here, you come, oh, my license has expired. Let me go through the process and get it renewed. By the time your vehicle is full with passengers, you have your license back. And like he said, he's introducing instant renewal license regime. You go through the process. By the time your vehicle is full, you have your license. You don't have any problem with anybody on the streets, whether compliance from DVLA or the police. So I think this is a good initiative. It's an innovation which deserves the comment, we deserve the support from the driver union. And I believe that you give the authority as led by my chief executive, all your support in delivering this or realizing this objective. It is for your own good. As my brother articulated, you are somehow harassed on the streets. It is not the intention of the authority that drivers are harassed. So one of the ways of getting out of that harassment is the service coming to you. You have no excuse this time round to say, oh, my license expired a week ago. When I go, they toss me next week. The service is today right at your doorstep, and it's launching it today. And I believe some of you will take advantage and get the things that you need to do then. Another thing is we want to strengthen our collaboration with the union. We want to have a very healthy, productive relationship. We want the driver unions to see the authority as partners and not just as regulators. Once you begin to see us as partners, it means that if you have a problem, you can bring it to the authority and then expect a speedy response and resolution. And that is why we are here today. That we are extending a hand of partnership to the driver union. Help us so that we can also help. Help us make Ghana roads safer. Help us have properly trained drivers behind the vehicle. Let's try and eliminate the process of drivers bringing their vehicles to untrained mates because they feel it's a shorter distance. You don't know what will happen. So we are extending a hand of partnership. Work together with us. See us as your collaborators. See us as your partners. If you have any issue regarding your vehicle, your registration, your licensing with Jeep,
Nancy entem nipa dodo na na eya wobo amane se abribia na se mpempi no eya na Ghana waterfall etai etu enso ni mo pa wochire mo ene obebe adwuma ya obepon akofie se bia wo bie sha wa de egu so dware kaka no be bie na chese wo ma tomo wo pe bia ye dwane anya ade se obenya wenam so ama kwankyere for penny ema Ghana water ora Adam abo amane ehchire mu ese enye se eye Ghana waterfall fe se abribia no wo mo ebetu ensuo no emu nemom no eye neye eni suban bia Ghana fodro na no edai eda ne die no enanam so ama empepi no wo mo etu ensuo no wo chemu a wo krampompu manseme ya titru ena ya na empepi no wo tai etu ensuo no emu wo chemu a nipa dodo na ewo enkrampompu mansema no mo no aye illegal connection anase wo mo afa kweti kwan so e de connect ensuo no e de akọ mo fi asese aye kase no wo de edi dwumo brekura wo ntwa ka bia emfa emma Ghana waterfall enu etire no wo chese nipa bi nso no etumi eyinsu ensuo ne basa se bia ehia no kwa na wo dware a wotumi dware be yankore ba akore yesi no wo se na akwa sanso ena wo chese nipa dodo na nso no etumi pai eye pipe no hose no anase homa na wo de connect e de akọ Ghana waterfall no na chese no so no nipa dodo na ibu ha wo mo etumi esai no wanyina nam so ama empepi ne na wo mo chese wonya shortage e wo eye Ghana waterfall wo mo edwuma ko na se wo mo offices hono mo a eno so emo akora ema wo mo edwumadie wo kire mo a ansa na wanyina no ano ebebrase no ehu behia se Ghana fo so no ebe yusu ensio no e wo kwan pa ene kwan ya ese efata so esan se Ghana fo enyusu ensio no e wo kwan pa anase kwan ya ese fata so na eya na effect no dodo na etai ekọ Ghana waterfall wo mo akache ko ba na sanso dia na ehu abehia se wo mo ebetu ensio no kakra se ebeye na wo nso dwumadi ahodo a wodie no ebetumi akọ ne ma na se akọnkan ede ama wo mo ne senti kwankyere for penny ema Ghana Water Limited ora Adam ede to Ghana for nyina ne mo se wo hunu sa wonyonko ana se wo nua bi aye illegal connection me nsuo water illegal connection body a se wo bebo Ghana Water for amane se beye na wo beba na wa beso ohaw no ano afa so hu se pipe no ebi apai ewo baabi te se gota bi mo hu se nsuo na ebi apai te se ekwan bi so hu se nsuo na apai abodi a se wo be frɛ Ghana Water na se wo beba wo makache wo office ahodo na beba wo amane wo ye ne sa wo so ebetumi aso hawa no na ma abere no bia no ensuo no etumi aba ma obi anso etumi enya bi wo mo ekire mu a wada so a eye dwumaden abo ahwo se ensuo ebetumi aba abere bia na wo bibia anso etumi enya bi eda ye ade ewo ne fie ana anaasɛ ne office a wɔwɔ. Akasiebo ena when you go sa share with CTV Ghana's #1 so no follow ye our Facebook and so at my CTVG echo like anyway pia share no so e de ama obi na wono so enye be nto asem no so na yenko eni mo yenko eye bonomantem no emo sunya na anase yenko brekum na National Sanitation Day no e ade sa de sia womo e wo brekum so e de wom ho agimo pai a womo so ahwe asiesie eye brekum asini mo ama ye kase ne ho ate wan a enye asem kuma enu atwe no e ade se mensiri krache ema eye brekum monimonyamfo Hajia Fati Abubakar wone eye CTV Kasiebo ekasaye
eye Papa John Dramani Mahama National Sanitation Day na osi opese emansini bia mi se papa kura ma enkaya munim se cleanliness ehiama nipadua bia enti brekum East Municipal Assembly anopai ene Saturday ye de ato ye ho so se ye be prapra krom na ye gatasi mu ne ama ye krom se bio emu ate kakra mai ti anopa ye gina ha ti na wa hu se nananom e wo ha ye fire service wa police wa security personnel nyina wo ha emma ne mema wo hemachi a emma egu ha yi obia ye na adwen se obeboa ama brekum afa ne ntoma pafra na se ba se efi agi krom fa enema bebre na edeba ebi ni yare ebi ti se cholera ebi mosquitoes kra malaria efi etim deba na se ba se wo yare na wo da forma wo be da akọ na waba na emofre wo fie ana abusuan so anya bibia di ti na ya fa to ye ho se ye beboa prapra brekum e na brekum afa ne ntoma pafra se be yare bia emeka ye ento ho me ba inherit bola ana me boa ye ba na bola fa brekum nyina no mu ba sisi am no mo kasa mi nuanom media fo se ye free ha monko ye mpatam ba bia ye wo bola bia na monko hwe se mehu se bola egu fo ma na de ato me ho se bola sem enye brekum e hawo bium na anu ada na mo hwe ayanya Zoom Lion ka foforo kra e wo brekum ni nyina ye bola sem a ye mpese brekum ebe ye fi bi mu se bola ntofom e wo brekum ye containers enyema na ya maso samri ko de me ba ye municipal chief executive ngili se ne toso mprenu a ye clean up exercise ni brekum for de ye dikan ye se Papa John Dramani Mahama ne hihye pa no ye je atum boso me bia ye behu dumadie pa e koso sei e wo brekum ye behu na brekum a ye hu ne ne no o kina se ye de ye hu ne saa bi o kan ye nuanom a moton kokko no ye ne omo akasa bebre ye ne adwadifo akasa ye nuanom a ye source wo kwan ho ye ne omo akasa wo ba wo se enua na ye de atototo gatas ni ya sha se ye peja ni nyina e ba se saa ne ma no gu gata no so a obi ye bola wo fie sabi ma no hye obi timi janu na wo fie no de abehye gata ya se wo hwe se ya peja ni nyina mi wo gide se brekuman ye tie ho asi se ye bedi saa adwuma we no ye nyina ye beto ye ho ase na ya adwuma no e ma brekum aye krabehwe ye ne sei no e wo ho a ye nya no okrom ye beti asi ye nkuro nketuanum na de cleanliness no so aye den akọ mefa akwanya so na ma da brekuman ase muti mani a ene wa hu so bia da ubo na boy no ye adwuma so fo ni nyina age atum a mo atoto stores mo adwan ne ma ye clean up exercise kama na mesa asre se exercise ikura enko so a ye efi anim ye mantamu ye mfikire mesre brekuman ye ma ahuni die na ewo ho no ye mfanto yakoma so se ye be ye entwan ma obi meka nkire wo se sabi o pra o mfikire ana pra ofie ana di ofie ni ansa na waye
ebusiafo na edu so no eye dwedie ene sikasem kasebo Yemo Eradredie any sikasem kasiebo emwe. Na CEO Emma Ghana Railway Company Dr. Frederick Apo na wada tudra trese yesumi esiesi keteka kwanya ewo atoye mantem honomwa na trese afibia no ebetumi anam so ama enye sika som America dollar no $150 million wo trese we no so no ebetumi aboapa ama akrona bedie no etumi ayemresanse ebetumi ediketeka yi a transporte magnesium and the bauxite call a Takra Depot Honomo.
Today, for the resumption of works on the Western Rail Line. Following the intervention and the strong leadership of the Honorable Bukari, the Sector Minister, Amandi, which is our contractor, has resumed work on the Western Railway Line. I am pretty much sure that this resumption of works will also energize the resumption of works for our local sleeper factory. RMS, they employ over 150 Ghanaians who are sitting at home. So it's a good news that basically we are back on site. I'll repeat this and I'll say this again. The Western Railway Line forms the cornerstone of our 24-hour economic policy in terms of haulage, of manganese. At the moment, we are just 15 kilometers from Insuta. So, like I told my general management team yesterday, and I'll repeat it here, this is termed as Operation Track Storm. We must reach Insuta mines at all costs necessary, just to make sure at least we can haul the manganese to Takoradi port. We were looking at estimation. If you look at it, 1 ton of manganese haulage from Insuta to Takoradi port is about $7.50. Now we are looking at GMC is looking at estimated 10 million metric tons. So that's about $75 million per annum. Now, assuming this scenario where we have 10 million metric tons of bauxite from Yeni, Palap at Insuta, 5 million from Awaso, we are looking at estimated amount of 25 million metric tons. If we are able to haul this to Takoradi port, we are looking at a consecutive amount of $150 million. So this project is bankable, and the viability, of course, depends on us as a technical management team, and together with the support of our board, we will be able to help push this agenda. So this is good news, and it also shows His Excellency the President's commitment of resuming and completing all abandoned projects. So we came here for this purpose.
Emma Dom Frefo Abedechre Emma NDC Amanyoko no ewo Western North Mantem ni mo no Madam Monica Ba na wabo mampene John Dramani Mahama Baso se wetumi atu koko boni mo free 3,100 call 3,228.75 chemo we no ebeboa ekuafo pa na se koko ekuafo pa
Ghana kwa nyina ni say John Dramani Mahama ayade watu koko numu amaye dollar na yede eka koko hu asem wa amanane no na me adaroma abafam wo Ghana ho nso so amana kofam koko ntumu no wiye no to nchen a me yeku ani nti se meti mi koko enekura koko awu menti koko bag yadunu ana bag du taska na bi na medwene ho ede me ba akọ university me first year me kotuotu ahoka amampani afasa aka no ede amame na nke no kotu akra metu akoko be bag miensa esika na mde be kotu e abandada no esikam ntumu na otu mu no igina hwa ndi se tia se John Mahama ban papa ba wa be fa saka ni nyina afiri me so enti sa sika ni nyina da so ofie hwa e be ye adwuma foforo amame enti koko ntumu no na omo dwen se e be ba sa 6,000 na omo ka no asere wa wo hwe wa no no wa nwe ubu se okotu mu 6,000 wa wo sanso abetu ankola school fees sa de na John Mahama ye free ho ama ye first year no ya jiatu na yesu ye nim se Ghana ni bia o de ne ba be ko university nursing training college ni de keka ho no ono so wajiatu enti de American se Ghana fo nyina ema ye nye kom ni nto ye boase na omampani na dream pa we ni trimu ai no nti wade ba de to so mi no onfa meye Ghana ye na ebi nka obia John Mahama ne ni team de onka we mfa na da ye kuafo koko no enye MPP fo nkwa na na sebi o maye koko a ye beto na abofo ama omo ye twa ma ye nyina enti akuafo nyina nka omo akoma nto omo yam na wo awu koko ewu no ye sie ni ye koko ntumu no bebre na so a omo ye dede no ejina omo a di omo sika togu na ye twen new plus enti sa akrofo no nso ebeti abase aha omo nti no omo ye sa na ye akuafo no ye di ye koko ni de ye de ye bufu ido ma amakra nti ye hwe koko ni ye na enye papa
Eha ena mede enyume no asia kase bono ebesi kaise kase bono etwegu live on Facebook and so at my CTVG echu follower na wa like Facebook pia share so e de ama obina wono so enye bia wa wotena fia wo share medase ma mo share e wo Facebook madam ase production team ni nyina Verosika Robert Bismarck mu nyina madam ase e de ameje so eye manye no eki madase